can you find the agent? And I actually help him think about these things, like what, make sure when you're on these games and you're consuming that you're also using some critical skills to say, this may not be a person. I was sitting in a room with my 3 sons when they were home for Thanksgiving, and they were having digital conversations with people on one of the video games. And I remember asking one of my sons, I'm like, is that a real person that's talking? Because a lot of the chat bots sound very human anyway, right? And I said, how do you know that's a real person? How do you know how old this person is? So I think to Rona's point, she's right. Parents do not have the skills to know this themselves. They don't know. I know this because this is the world I work in. This is where I operate. So I'm capable of having these conversations, and I'm capable of pushing back on my children. I'm able to help them understand the difference between being a consumer and being a creator, and also understanding that these systems are not real. And so it starts with the conversation. And I also want to say there are parents that don't care. They just don't care. They don't care, or they don't have the bandwidth or capacity. They're struggling on their own, and they really just, it's worse than the latchkey. We're not dealing with latchkey kids who are sitting in front of a television, watching TV commercials. We're dealing with children that are in these environments that are global, that are, as Rona said, there's no guardrails and there's no one protecting them. And the adults around them don't know what they don't know. They don't even know how, and they don't care. So
right.
The reason I love the title of this man's book, what is his book called? The
Anxious Generation.
The Anxious Generation, is that there is so much to be anxious about. I mean, we're having existential crises everywhere, and parents are really not armed with knowledge to help themselves. And then that way they can't even help their children. So I wish everybody could have the knowledge that I have as a parent. I mean, my clients, I did a lot of work for Google, Facebook, and I did a lot of work in the communities in the United States, helping small businesses understand how to use tools to make money. And I learned a lot in that process. I really understood how powerful these tools are for adults,
right.
for people that are in a certain part in their lives that they know what to do, because as Rona said, their frontal lobes are developed and they understand consequences of actions and inactions. These young people do not. And as far as young girls are concerned, one of the things that concerns me, you said you were playing Roblox with your niece, which I think is really adorable. I also
attempting
think
to play. I don't think I fully got into the game, but anyway, we'll take it.
Roblox can be fun if you know what you're doing, but it is overwhelming sometimes. But I am particularly concerned about girls because the online world is very focused on appearance, and we're already dealing with appearance anyway, but now we're dealing with, like I said, scaled appearance. It's even affecting my 16-year-old who wants to have smooth skin. He doesn't want his acne, which is a normal part of growing up. And that's something that I struggle with, because I can't control the apps that they're using to prevent them from accessing some of these tools that make them look different or appear thinner, or to have beautiful skin or amazing eyebrows. Like I can't do those things, but that type of invasiveness and repetitiveness on these devices really does transform the way a person sees themselves. I mean, right. I have this joke that in the future, if you're going to college right now for medicine, you really should become a plastic surgeon, because these screens and these filters are actually changing young people's vision of themselves, which is going to make it very interesting for them as they start to grow up and age. They're going to say, oh my God, what's happening to my skin? Let me go get some work done. And it's actually happening now. So yeah, I just think parents need to have more information, more knowledge, and they need to have people like us maybe having big conferences to sort of,
There's another